YouTube, what's going on? You're hanging out with none other than Phil J, man. And so today we're getting into a brand new video. Nice day outside, riding season is almost over with, so I decided let's go ahead and get into this video. If you haven't noticed by the thumbnail and the title, it's pretty self-explanatory. Let's get into it. Why do people shit on the Gsxr? Why? It's a great bike. But we're gonna go ahead and get this cold start going, and we're gonna get into that discussion. I know my comments were about to blow up, but it's gonna be good though. I wanna get you, all of you, I wanna get y'all personal opinion. We're gonna get into this discussion. Let's talk about it. Let's go. So, the question simply is, why do people shit on the Gsxr? Okay, why? Why do they take toilet paper, wipe their butt crack, and just shit on the Gsxr? I know my comments are going to blow up. And also, I really want to apologize because it is really windy outside, okay? But we're going to get through this video nonetheless, and I hope you guys can hear me. So, I know in life, not just with motorcycles, everybody has their own personal preference of any and everything. No issue with that whatsoever. But when it comes to motorcycles, the Gsxr, my beautiful Gsxr, any Gsxr out there, it seems like we are crapped on the most. I hate it when this happens. I hate to see this. Like, you hope that everybody's okay. Like, look at this, man. Godly. So I really hope everybody's okay. So, getting back into it, God just protect everybody that was over there, that was involved. So, to get back into it, everybody has their own personal preference of what they like, what they don't like, everything. And I know my comments are about to blow up, but I really want to know from a personal standpoint, from a personal level, what is with the Gsxr that causes people not to like this bike? And it's no over-exaggeration. If you ever ask anybody, well, I'm not going to say anybody, but if you, for the most part, if you ever ask people like, hey, so what about a Gsxr? Hell no. I mean, hey, and this isn't a video to crap on the other models and bikes, you know, like the Gsxr. I love it. The Honda CBR 1000, the BMW S1000RR. And keep in mind, all of these bikes that I'm mentioning, I personally know everybody with these types of bikes. But it's like, they get passes, but the Gsxr, oh no, we get crapped on like crazy. And so, that's why I really want to know and understand what is the big issue. So, and another reason why I want to know what the big issue is, now granted, is this your top of the line bike? It's not, okay? Depending on what you mean when you say top of the line bike, okay? It really just depends on what you mean when you say top of the line. Now you have all the other brands out there with the bells, the whistles, the technology, everything. Oh, what are you doing, buddy? Like, you have that, okay? And again, this isn't to crap on anybody that has those bikes. And also, it's no hate, because all the bikes that I'm mentioning, these are super bikes. The H2R. These are super bikes, and with super bikes, they are hella expensive. So, I do want to say this, for everybody that can afford these bikes, for everyone that has these bikes, hey, I am super happy for you. The Ducati, for everybody that has these bikes, I am super happy and I am super proud of you, okay? This is just a general question, and I know my comments are gonna go crazy, but let's jump into it. So, you have the R1M, right? Great bike. And if I make no mistake, they just released the brand new, and I believe it is the Yamaha R9, if I make no mistake. Which, when it comes to body styles of bikes, I really feel like these companies are really trying to hold on to the body styles of these bikes to a certain extent. And I mean, you have some of them that they do change the body styles, you know, that's a given. on some of them. Okay, so they do change the body styles on some of them, but for the most part, they kind of stay the same. But I mean, they're cool updates, I guess you could say. They're cool updates. Okay, so you have the R1M, great bike, but these are things that I've heard from other influencers. The R1M, for an example. Now the Gsxr, to me personally, is a comfortable bike, comfortable riding position. It's not aggressive, nothing of the nature. It's really comfortable. But then you take a bike like the R1M. I've heard from countless number of people how they feel like that riding position is aggressive. You know, shout out to Fast Lane D. I've literally heard him say that his R1M, it feels like you're in the Superman position, like you're just like flying. So an aggressive riding position, right? So you have the issue with the R1M in that sense. But again, the Gsxr gets crapped on, but it's a very comfortable and reliable bike. Now, and we're going to get into price, the whole 9 yards, and other things. Now, I've never heard anybody really say anything about the, you know, like the CBR 1000 as far as issues that they have experienced or whatever. But let's see, even with the H2, the Gsxr, like, you really don't hear anything about them. But, whoa, let's get to the big dog. This is my thing, and I'm just going to be honest. These super bikes are expensive, okay? These super bikes are expensive, to say the least. All right, there's no going around it. But let me explain something to you. If I'm going to pay $40,000 for a freaking bike, look, repairs and things of that nature are inevitable. You're going to have to make repairs. I don't care what bike you get, you're gonna have to make repairs. But that's like down the line, I would personally think. But you have the S1000 RR, M package, Z package, they're all those packages. I have literally seen and heard of people say that once they get to a certain mileage, the motor blows in a $40,000 bike. I know me, if I'm going to pay $40,000 for a freaking bike, it better work, okay? That's all I'm saying. It better freaking work for the long haul, not for the short haul. Now, everybody that's done had those bikes, you know, that I've personally heard, you know, one thing about BMW, they do, they cover it. So that's really dope. The whole warranty and everything, that's super, super dope. Okay, good job, BMW. But, dude, it shouldn't be after a certain break-in point, whereas my bike is getting blown the fuck up. Yeah, I said it. That just doesn't make sense to me. But hey, that's just my personal opinion. So now to also get into it, are you paying for the bike or are you paying for what the bike can do? Now, don't get it twisted. These bikes are coming with so much technology nowadays. Let's be honest, that's really what you're paying for. You're paying for the technology of these machines. Again, not to pick on it, but take the S1000 RR, for example. Forget the way that it looks, because you were gonna do it too. I knew you was. But let's take that bike for an example. Heated grips, navigation, what else? Cruise control. I'm pretty sure you can set it where, you know, different modes. See, it's all the technology that you're paying for. But with the technology that you're paying for, like, for my motor to blow after so many miles, somebody better tell me something. I just can't imagine paying that amount of money for that type of bike, man. So, again, my personal opinion, this isn't to shit on any other bike. I promise you it's not. But, if I'm paying that amount of money for a machine, I want it to work, period, point blank. I don't want to have any issues with it, nothing of the nature. And so again, everybody wants the technology, the flashing, the whole 9 yards. And don't get it twisted, I'm still going to stick with Suzuki. I'm still going to stick with the Gsxr. But I'm going to be honest with you, because I want the Gsxr 1000. I love that bike. Or if I decided to trade, Oh man, what are you doing, brother, sister, whoever? It would be the ZX-10R if I decided to trade, or you know, trade or change, you know, brands. But I just don't get why the Gsxr catches so much flack. Like, somebody tell me why. Oh, okay, there go another. Hey, what's going on? Oh, my man said he chilling. But I just wish that I could understand, that somebody could tell me what's the issue. Because it's almost like if you tell somebody or you offer somebody a Gsxr, it's almost like you have spit in their face, like, I am above you, how dare you peasant say anything. That's why I don't like Pleasant Grove. They be over here driving like freaking bats out of Hades. Ain't going nowhere. But yeah, it's like, dude, what is the big deal? Oh, thank you for not flying out there. Thank you.